Hello, we are back with question number 8. Have you ever failed to keep promises about cutting down or controlling your use of marijuana? For those of us that know we have a problem with marijuana, we certainly have done this for a very long time, or we know this question well. For other people that aren't sure if they have a problem, maybe this is something that you can consider. I know personally that I lied to myself, told myself stories, did all kinds of things that were against what I wanted. So I said I wasn't going to get high before I went to school. I said I wasn't going to smoke before I went to work. I said I was going to stop for a day, and those things, I could never, ever, ever hold those things. I always broke my own promises. I lied to myself more than anyone else. And I think when we get into this idea of trying to control things and trying to manipulate our lives around our using, that's when it's pretty clear that we have a problem. From very early on in my smoking days, I started to struggle with this. So I told myself, this is bad, I shouldn't do it as much as I'm doing it, but I never could listen to that. And that's a clear sign of addiction. I had no control whatsoever over these things. So yes, I made promises, but they were always usually to myself. And only when I became accountable to someone else a little bit more, I was really forced to look at the situation seriously and say, wow, all these promises, all these ideas I have in my head about what I can and cannot do are somewhat delusional. And I have to realize that I can't control this. It's fully in control of me, and I need a different solution. So a big difference between people that live with addiction and people that may smoke a lot of weed is that when the people who say they're going to smoke a lot of weed, but they're not going to do it on maybe their friend's birthday or their parents' birthday dinner or their kid's soccer game, whatever it is, usually those people will stick to their promise. People who are in the grips of addiction will know, number one, they know they shouldn't do it. Number two, they lie to themselves that they're not going to do it. And then number three, they end up doing it anyway. And that's because they have no control over the situation. The addiction is in full control of them. So, do you ever break your promises to yourself? Do you ever manipulate your life or the people or the situations around you to get away from commitments you've made about cutting down or controlling your smoking? If so, then likely you may want to investigate more whether you have a problem with smoking marijuana. So that is question number 8, and we will see you later. Bye.